catching feelings, baby. You give me feelings. Just keep me satisfied through the weekend.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be breaking down my entire makeup routine for you guys so you can easily achieve this look because I know y'all loving it. So if you guys want to see how I did that, please stay tuned. But don't worry you guys, I also made sure that I put some alternatives or substitute products in here that you guys can also use instead of using high-end products. So technically this is a completely affordable look. You can achieve this exact look with just straight products, just products from the beauty supply, honestly. So if you guys have any further questions, please don't be afraid to leave them in my comments because I will do my very best to help you guys. So let's go ahead and hop right into the tutorial. All right, so today I'm coming at you guys with natural lighting because my ring light hasn't arrived yet. But first you would like to start with some primer for your skin type. And I know you guys are probably asking what I mean by that. What I mean by that is, say for example, you have really dry skin. You would want to go for a hydrating primer like the e.l.f. Luminous Putty primer. This is what I have, and this is what I'm going to put on my nose area because I have dry skin on my nose, as you can see. But if you have skin that's more likely to get oily, like, you know, you have like oilier skin, you will want to go for a matte primer like the Wet n Wild matte primer. I will list a few somewhere on the screen. So yeah, if you have like oily skin like myself, you will want to go for something more matte. So if you have dry skin, you wouldn't want to get a matte primer because that's not going to do anything for you. That's not going to benefit you. And you can also use two if needed. I only have two hydrating primers today, but usually I use hydrating and matte primer because my skin, certain parts of my skin are dry, like my nose. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but my nose is really dry. And I'm gonna go ahead and, I'm not sure which one I want to use today. What you got? I'm gonna go with this one. I'm feeling this primer more today, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with this primer. I got this from my beauty supply, by the way. If you guys want to know where I got this from, I got this from Walmart. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and apply just a little bit on my fingertip, and then I'm gonna mainly apply it to my nose first because, as you guys can see, like I said, like my nose and my nose bridge is very prone to being very dry. So yeah, just massage it. But make sure you guys please be careful with the primers that you choose, because let me give you guys a mini story time. This primer here is a really good primer, the e.l.f. Blemish Control primer. It's a really good primer, but it broke me out really badly. So, you know, just look out for that. Just look out for some primers that don't work for you. That's why I wouldn't suggest you buying expensive primers. A primer is something I would never really spend a lot of money on. To the most I might spend probably like $10 on it, probably less, because all the primers I got were either $5 or less. So yeah, I'm just giving you guys that tip. Now I'm gonna move on to hydrating my lips with my Kota lip balm. I got this from Ulta and it is so cute. It smells like raspberries. It smells so good. No, actually it smells like pink cotton candy, and that's so cute. So just gonna take a little bit. I'm just gonna take a little bit and apply it to my lips, because as you guys can see, I'm just coming at you guys today really crusty. So now that I have everything all prepped and hydrated, we can finally hop into the actual makeup. So I'm just letting you guys know that prepping is really important. Like, you can't just slap some makeup on your face. Like you just can't do that. You gotta make sure you wash your face. You gotta make sure you moisturize it. You gotta make sure you put on your toners. You gotta make sure you do your skincare and stuff, and put on your primers and hydrate your lips. So the makeup will lay onto your skin easier and it'll blend in your skin easier. If you have, clean, moisturized skin, the makeup is going to easily just set into your skin, basically. Okay, now that I've finished up with that, I'm going to go ahead and go into my Black Radiance setting powder. And a tip for you guys about this is that me personally, I prefer to put on just a little bit of setting powder that's like close to my skin shade. I prefer to use just a little bit of setting powder that's close to my skin shade, just to so, because remember I mentioned earlier in the video that my skin can get a little oily sometimes, but if I put on a little bit of this setting powder, it's kind of going to create a barrier. It's gonna work as like a shield for my makeup, so my oils from my skin won't mix with my makeup easily. I'm just putting it on. Yeah, make sure you don't apply anywhere under eyes, because it will dry out your under eyes, and you don't want your under eyes to be dry because your concealer won't set well. Basically, it's still gonna show your eye bags if you put your setting powder underneath your eyes before your concealer. Never put setting powder under your eyes before concealer. Please don't do that. You're gonna set yourself up with that. All right, I'm almost done with this step. I mainly go for my cheek area because that's where it gets the oiliest, and that's where I have most of my blemishes and my dark spots. I don't break out as often as I used to, but I used to break out really often, so it left behind a lot of dark marks and stuff. Alright, so now I'm gonna take some of my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Chestnut. I know you guys are probably looking at me like I'm crazy right now because this concealer is $30, I believe. But if you guys want to, you can always just go for some LA Girl Pro Concealer. Literally, it's only $1 or $2 at the beauty supply. So if you guys don't want to go for this, go for this. I use both for my under eyes, but I'm just going to use this one to cover up my dark spots so I can have better coverage. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and just apply this to, you guys see that dark spot right there? If you don't have many acne spots on your face, I would just suggest you skip this. If you don't want to put on more than you need to. So yeah, I'm just gonna put on a little right there. Put a little in that dark spot there. I think that's a pimple forming right there because my skin does not like me. So yeah, just applied it everywhere I need to apply it. I'm also gonna apply it to my upper lip too. I have a little hyperpigmentation going on up here, so I'm gonna just apply it in dots. I'm gonna also apply a little to my forehead. I try to apply as little as possible because what you don't want to do is apply more makeup than you need. You do not need to cover your entire bottom eye. You do not have to cover your entire under eye with concealers like the beauty gurus on Instagram do. It's not necessary. But yeah, I'm gonna apply some to my under eyes. Like that. You guys see what I'm doing? Just follow closely. Yep. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this up. I don't need this anymore. But it's just, I just love this concealer because it just glides on so perfect. It's just so perfect. But Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toffee. I used to use this one a lot before I got my Too Faced concealer. Push a little bit. There we go. You guys see how I'm not really applying that much? Y'all learn it from the right person, because a lot of these other girls, they'll tell y'all to put on, just slap on a lot of foundation and slap on a lot of concealer when it's not necessary at all, like I said before. But now what we're gonna do is just let this sit, let it dry down just a little bit, but don't let it dry down completely, because it's gonna be hard to blend out. But if you blend it immediately, it's gonna take away some of the coverage. So just let it sit there, let it dry down for about, I'd say like 30 seconds, and I'll be back with you guys after that 30 seconds is over. Okay, now that the 30 seconds is over, we're going to take our setting spray. Okay, you with me? You with me? Take your setting spray and get yourself your beauty blender, and we're gonna blend it all out. I don't like using the brush for this part because, I don't know, I don't like using the brush for this part. But this is the Morphe setting spray. This is about, I think I got this for like $16 at Ulta. Maybe I caught it on a sale, but I'm gonna link everything below. So yeah, this is the setting spray from Morphe, one of the best setting sprays to ever be made. I'm gonna just spray a little on my beauty blender to get it damp. Okay, now that we have our beauty blender nice and damp, we're going to, I forgot to put some on my chin. Oh well, we're gonna go ahead and blend it. I just washed this beauty blender too, and I'm already getting it all dirty. I'm sad. Okay, so next it's time for foundation, but in this tutorial I will not be using foundation because I know foundation is something that's really hard to deal with. Not really hard, but you know, I just prefer not to use foundation. I would go in with a tinted moisturizer like the NYX Bare With Me Tinted Skin Veil, or I would just go in with some concealer that's my skin shade. It doesn't really matter which one you choose to do. I just don't really like wearing foundation because it's a little too heavy on my face. I like you know, light makeup. We're going for a light, natural look today. So we're going to be taking our, I'm going to just use my LA Girl Pro concealer in this shade Chestnut. Don't get it mixed up with my Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Chestnut, because it is very easy to get mixed up. But I'm using the LA Girl Pro concealer in the shade Chestnut. So yeah, we're gonna take just a little bit of this and apply it in the areas you really need it, okay? If you have, like, if you don't have anything going on with your nose, you don't have any dark marks on your nose, or you don't have any like blemishes or hyperpigmentation on your nose, don't apply any on your nose. Like me, I'm gonna have to apply some here because you guys can see I got hyperpigmentation going on up here, and we're also gonna apply some to like my cheeks. Just apply it where you need it to be applied. Don't cover your whole face in it because you don't need it. You're gonna cover up the beauty that you already have if you just slap a lot of it on your face. And it also saves products, so I haven't had to restock in a few months because I just don't use it a lot. I might have to when school starts, so. But let's not talk about that. I already cried about that last night. Okay, so yeah. Alright, finished applying that, so we're just gonna once again sit and wait for it to finish while we're waiting, we're gonna go ahead and hop into brows, okay? We're gonna hop into brows. Usually, I was thinking about putting my brows in a separate tutorial. Here's what I do for my brows. I used to use straight black for my brows, and it did not look as natural. I would insert a picture right here. My makeup looks great, but my brows are just giving Angry Bird. So to prevent that, I started using brown brow pencil, and I thought it wasn't gonna look good or look as good as my friend told me, because she was the one who gave me this tip, and she was a lighter skin tone to me, so I wasn't completely sure, because I thought brown wouldn't have looked that well because I have darker skin. But she was right. She hooked me up with that tip, and I love her for that. So we're gonna go ahead with the brown. I can't really do this without looking in my mirror, so you guys probably see my mirror here, so I apologize for that. But we're gonna start with the middle of our brow. Like, we're gonna start right here. We're gonna start right there. We're just gonna go along. I'm going along my natural brow line, and then once if you being too heavy-handed with it, that's also going to make you look like you have Angry Bird brows. So I would just suggest going in lightly with the pencil. Just use light and slow, short strokes. And also try to like arch your brows a little bit so you can figure out where to draw your arch. And you don't have to like do it perfectly, because we're going to go in with some concealer later anyways and clean it up. So if you mess up, don't worry, it's going to get fixed. I need to sharpen it, because sharpening it does really help. Going to the other one. Just follow your natural brow line. I like doing makeup that enhances my natural features, so I would want to go along my natural brow line. Just take the little spoolie and fluff them out a little bit, blend it. Do it in like a small circular motion. You guys see what I'm doing? But go up at the same time. Don't go straight up, but go like in a circular motion. You see? You can do it a little bit over here. Alright. I think I let my concealer dry down a little too much. Okay, so what I do with the black pencil, the eyebrow pencil thing, I just take this and put it at the like ends of my brows. I don't put it up here. Do not put it up here. That's gonna give off Angry Bird. And like I said, we're not going for Angry Bird. If you guys want to know how to look like an Angry Bird, look up like Angry Bird Halloween makeup or something. But in this video on this channel, we're not doing Angry Bird. That's not what we do. Okay, so we're going to conceal our brows after I blend out this concealer on my face, because it's been sitting here for 5 years and it's going to completely dry down if I don't hurry up. So I'm going to take my makeup brush that I got from the beauty supply. I actually ordered some more from Shein, so next time I'm going to use those. I'll take our brush that we sprayed our setting spray on. Just blend this. Don't blend up on your under eye, because you know we already put stuff on our under eye. We don't want to put too much there now. Alright, now we're going to get back into our brows with our Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Chestnut, like I mentioned earlier. And we're going to take ourselves an angled brush like this, and I'm going to use it to conceal my brows. But let me like pull that on it a bit so it'll be easier. Alright, so look, y'all already know I don't like using too much, so I'm just tap my brush on the like applicator thing and just outline my brows. I don't like putting it everywhere. brush and blend out your concealer. Like so. You guys see how little I used and my brows still look great? It looked just as great as someone who uses a lot of concealer for their brows. See what I'm talking about? You don't need much to look good. This brow is this one is a little longer than this one, but your eyebrows aren't supposed to look like identical twins, okay? They're cousins, not identical twins. Same with eyeliner. You don't have to make it look so perfect and so symmetrical. Like, y'all stop stressing yourselves out. Y'all too beautiful to be stressing yourselves out. Don't do that. Okay, now we're going to go in with some blush. I'm not going to show you guys my blush though. I got it from the beauty supply, but it looks really, really disheveled. This is my blush. Yeah, I got this for $4 at the beauty supply, and I know it looks really, really, really bad, but we're still gonna work with it because I got some blush from Morphe and it still hasn't arrived yet, so I'm stuck with this blush. I'm going to restock. I know you guys probably looking at my blush like, girl, you need a new blush. Okay, we're gonna apply some to our nose and to our like cheekbones. Apply it according to your face shape. Some people look better with it on their like cheeks, like right here, but I don't like doing it because I already got a long face. So if I put it on my cheeks, it's gonna make my face look longer. But if you have a short face, I feel like it's nothing wrong with putting some on the apples of your cheeks. But if you have like, if you want to elongate your face, but if you want to like have more of that snatched look, I would suggest, you know, putting it like this. My posture is so bad, y'all. Don't point that out. I know how bad it is. Okay. So now we're completely done with our base. So it's time for us to set our face with our setting spray. I should have done this before I did my brows, but I wasn't really thinking. Spray a little more over here. Once we let it dry down a bit, we're gonna just pat our skin with our beauty blender just a bit. So yeah, we're just gonna slowly pat. Yep, we're just gonna slowly pat our skin. Just you know. Oh my god. The way my pores, like, hold on, can you guys see that? You guys see that? You guys can probably still see my pores a bit, but they're not like as visible because I'm telling y'all that setting spray and setting powder is gonna do it for you. Like, y'all see it did it for me, and I got some huge ass pores. We're gonna go ahead and go in with our highlighter from L'Oreal Paris, and I wouldn't suggest you guys buy this. This is the only highlighter I have. I should have ordered a highlighter too, but I forgot. So it's not that great. It's a little ashy, that's why I say you shouldn't buy it, but it gets the job done well enough. So just going to take my finger and place it in these two shades and just pat it on my nose and put it on my ridge. You guys see what I'm talking about? Like, it's a little ashy. That's why I don't put it on my cheekbone. Make sure you always put on your highlighter after setting spray though. It'll give it a bit more glow. It'll give it a bit more life if you put it on after your setting spray. We're just gonna, you know, now for our inner corner highlighter, we're gonna take our Salsa Q-tip and just put it in the same two shades that I used before, and like pat that in the corner of my eye. I'm gonna also take some black because as you guys see, I have two-tone lips, so I'm just gonna apply the black to my upper lip. Just my upper lip though, I'm just applying it to my upper lip. Now that I've done my lip liner, I'm going to use my Fenty Cream Mauve Wives in the shade Mauve. And look, I know this lip gloss is maybe $24 or $25, but it's just so beautiful. It also smells like wine a little bit too. Like, okay, Rihanna, y'all know Rihanna is so luxurious. Okay, and I'm just gonna apply this too. Blot your lips. Please don't like rub your lips together, block them, like just do that. And just a little bit more. I know I look like somebody auntie right now, but we're not gonna talk about that. The look is gonna give. The look is gonna give. And for our final step of our lip look, we're gonna take some clear gloss. Any clear gloss, I got this from the beauty supply. I'm just gonna apply a little clear gloss over it. And blot your lips again. I'm literally giving y'all all my tips, and I'm not even going anywhere. I'm just doing this makeup for you guys, so be grateful. And give me a like, please. I already showed you guys how I apply my eyelashes in one of my previous videos, which I'm also going to link in the description or put somewhere for you guys to find easily. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put on my lashes and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I just put on my eyelashes. As you can see, completely finished off the look. It looks so pretty. I really hope you guys learned something from my tutorial today, and if you guys want to see more makeup content from me, just give me some ideas in the comments and I'll give y'all what y'all asked for. Like, I also have my what's on my iPhone video coming up really soon, and I know you guys been really wanting to see that. Trust me though, you guys do not want to see what's on my phone. If you made it to the end of this video, I really thank you, and please make sure you leave me a like, and if you want to, give me a comment, and if you're feeling really generous, don't be shy, subscribe to me. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in my next video. So until then, bye, take care everyone.